So recently Marvel Studios released X-Men 97. The, continuation of that one show from the 90s of, the X-Men the animated series. You know the one. And let me tell you, this has some of the most gorgeous, beautiful animation I've ever seen. Like, this is Western television. This is... how long did it take to do this? Every shot looks so gorgeous. Why is it so good? But, anyways, D23 just happened recently, and we got some leaked footage of the new Spider-Man show. Spider-Man, freshman year, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And, the animation is definitely different than 97. It's, it's, 3D's a fun choice. I mean, at least it has a good theme song. Now, I'm gonna be fully honest, I don't have any high hopes for the show at all. I honestly just expect this to be like every other Spider-Man show that Disney made. Which is mid. It's probably gonna be mid. Like, don't say Ultimate was good, because it was okay at best. Fight me. But don't, because I'm right. So, yeah. But, anyways, I really started thinking. I'm like, I could probably do a better show. So that's what I'm gonna do. You read the title, I'm making a Spider-Man show. Kinda. I'll be pitching you my idea for a hypothetical Spider-Man show. Like the ones on TV. But better, obviously. Now, I want the show to celebrate the classic comics without involving all these MCU switch-ups or, including some other heroes for the web-slinger to rely on. Just good old Peter Parker. Just a straight adaptation from the comics without any major unnecessary changes. I will say there's going to be some changes, just here and there, simplify the plot a bit, just kind of get things going so it doesn't stay too stagnant. Because this is 30 years of comics we got to put in a show. I'm not gonna have every single panel be adapted. Kind of think of this as the Spider-Man equivalent of Batman the Brave and the Bold. It's it's very much to celebrate the comics. It's not doing something new. It's not symbiote saga, Venom war, everyone's Spider-Man. It's just the comics, but animated.
Didn't PSM make the same video? Isn't he making a Spider-Man show?
Shut up. He deleted that original video. It doesn't count. This is completely different. Shut up. Let me talk. Alright, let's get straight into this. Let's start with the pilot episode. I have a little idea for the pilot episode, and then we'll talk more so the major plot and story arcs. So the first episode of the season would see our amazing, beloved Peter Parker. He's already been Spider-Man for a little more than a year up to this point. He's already fought countless classic villains, Vulture, Chameleon, Sandman. He's even fought the big man Doc Ock. Now, this first episode would take place on the very last day of high school, where we get to see Peter and his friends finally graduate. And this is a small choice I made because A, Peter was barely in high school for his comic runs. 7 years out of 40 years? How long has he been going for? That's not a lot, so he's only gonna be in high school the first episode, Second part is also because I'm I want more college stuff, man. And last day of high school is good, so we can kind of move the people who aren't as familiar with the college stuff into that time of college. And, the best storylines. Now, getting back to the story, right? Peter, he would show his excitement for getting into ESU with his best friends, Harry Osborn and Gwen Stacy, who Peter has a little teeny crush on, Who knows, maybe he'll confess in I don't know, second half of a two-parter to start the series? I don't know. It's neither here nor there, though. Main conflict of this episode is when the mysterious Master Planner appears. Doc Ock. Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat. Where was I? Of course, the climax of the episode would lead up to the iconic scene of Spider-Man lifting off the rubble, recreating the "This Be My Destiny" moment from the comics. And that's about it. That's just my idea for the first episode. Now we got the pilot out of the way. Let's start talking about that big plot, you know? Big overarching story. Alright, so the overarching story of Season 1 is going to focus on Peter building his relationship with his girlfriend Gwen, as well as Spidey trying to uncover the identity of the mysterious Green Goblin. You know, this will all eventually build up to the big season finale, which is going to adapt a certain comic. You know, the one, the night Gwen Stacy died. And, yeah, sorry, Gwen fans, she's not gonna make it out alive. Told you, we're sticking close to the source material. It's, you know, it's not a good story if your main character isn't traumatized by the end, right? So, yeah, that's the big story. Season 1's definitely a lot more character-driven, in my head, than story-driven, you know? I'm gonna focus a lot on the characters, really set things up. Yeah. Speaking of characters, let's talk about them. We can't forget the man of the hour, our man, Peter Parker, aka the Amazing Spider-Man. Our 16-year-old high schooler turned crime fighter vigilante will show a personality much more similar to that of the comics, which will kind of bring back that attitude he has, that arrogance, and of course, that will be a major part of his character development in the series. And, you know, I'll still keep a little bit of that geeky charm, you know, that was really added from the Raimi movies. Still have a little bit of that. He'll just be a little bit of a dick sometimes, which, like, you know, who isn't? I mean, what's a man without his best friend, right? Harry Osborn, Peter Parker's best friend, son of the renowned scientist Norman Osborn. Harry kind of keeps that cool kid style, while still maintaining a love for science and spending time with his best friend. Oh yeah, he's also an incel. You know, that's an important part of his character. Gwen Stacy, daughter of the police captain George Stacy, she'll also be Peter Parker's girlfriend for this season. Until, you know. In the series, Gwen will be innocent and a little oblivious to all the bad things in the world, which will conflict Peter's vigilante nature. She's also a science nerd like Peter. I mean, until, you know. Next up is Mary Jane Watson, the girl that Peter tries to avoid for years after his aunt tries to set her up with him. Turns out Miss Wonderful Personality is a flirty, fun-loving party animal who won't take shit from anyone. She'll also have a softer, more vulnerable side, which will be explored more and more in the series. Well, that's our 4 main characters of the season. Now, you might be thinking, well, who's gonna voice these characters? I'm glad you asked. Play the clips!
Wow, what crawled up your armor? You know, you've been testier than usual lately. Did I do something wrong? Yeah, no small talk. Guess I forgot. Or else you're doing it on purpose to get under my skin. So what? That's normal. You're my friend. I don't care if you give me guff once in a while.
Visualize it. Visualize how to beat this guy.
I'm not good enough. I know that much. I'm aware that I have no chance of beating you. No one needs to tell me. It's not about winning or losing. It's about me taking you on right here and right now!
You crying? But you wouldn't cry, May. Moral arguments? I hate moral arguments. Assigning reasons and responsibility to strength is what those who are weak tend to do. When are you gonna quit making yourself feel better by spouting all this bullshit? Why, you feeling lonely? Go by yourself if you want. What's so bad about that? Sounds sweet.
Please tell your friend to be quiet. I need to concentrate if I'm going to do this. So I only half look like a guy? A minute ago you were trying to get out of camping, and now it's gonna be fun? Are you working some kind of angle? Look around you! This isn't helping. Is that what you think? That it's your fault?
I know it.
No, 1-1. It's not your fault the car is this way. There isn't a fault. It just is. But all this, you trying to make it your responsibility, this is causing real harm. Don't you see?
I was so worried, Peter. I've been so worried for so long, and when it seemed like it finally happened... Oh, Tiger, I thought I'd lost you. There are lots of people who fight the good fight without it turning into a costumed slugfest. Peter Parker could be as important to the world as Spider-Man ever was. If you'll let him.
Asking you is a no-brainer, Daff. Mostly because you said you'd work for free.
Okay then, but we won't be here for long. We're close to cutting our first CD.
I see. It's my lucky day.
I knew it! Not yet. Still not yet. Now. Can see my curse technique! I got Skibbity and Sigma coming out of my butts.
Cannot lock one as brilliant as I away in a cage. Dr. Octopus must be free to reign supreme!
That look on your face. You can't imagine how satisfying it is.
No one ever believed in me, but I'll make them believe. I am not a villain. I am a visionary. Stand in my way and you'll learn the hard way.
Yeah. Sorry for the trouble. So long.
Thanks again for the milk.
Don't mention it. Curse that damn bitch! That one sure is a sharp-eyed vixen. If only that shrew and her punk son Josuke had drunk the milk.
Oh, I think even a glorified pimple like you should see the difference in our fighting experience. When your opponent starts boasting, he's already lost. That shrew is a line from my wilder days. Like a fine wine, I guess I just get better with age.
Looks like the work of Animo. I'll run a DNA analysis back at headquarters. Send them back, now. Show's over, guys. What would be the point? But since you're here, how about bringing Animo back to the Null Void Chamber for me? Gwendolyn, I'll meet you back at headquarters. Last I saw of him, I left him in pieces. It wasn't pretty for anyone. Enough said.
That's enough! Do the honors, Electro! Yeah! That's one less annoyance. You won't do that again! Octavius trusted us! We can't let him down! What a perfect guinea pig! You shall be the first in a new world order!
Time I'll be sure to take better aim! Jeez, what kind of lame-ass line was that? What I should have said is, how are you not a pile of sausage meat? I shot your ugly mug square on! Is it possible that the bullet just missed his brain somehow? Oh, Della! Activate Fury Form!
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Welcome. You made it this far. Why don't you subscribe? So, yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. It's gonna help it do better. Leave a comment. Tell me what you liked. Tell me what you changed. I'm all ears. And, if you liked this and want to see more, I've got ideas. I'm down. Just say the words in the comments. And, let's talk about the channel. Where's the channel going? Fazbear Frights. Anyone who's really looking forward to that? It's not happening anymore. Yeah. My computer blew up, like, twice. So, when that happened, I was like, I don't really want to do this anymore. Because it took a lot of time. And I realized I hate animating. Yeah. So, that's not happening. I want to stay on YouTube, though. I have a couple video ideas in the works. Super easy. Do sequels to this. I've got ideas, like I said. I've got an idea for something similar to this, but not similar. So, Oh, ooh. You know, I've got a couple other ideas, but I don't know when I'll get those done. And if you have ideas, leave it in the comments. I'm all ears, like I said. Or you can come down to the Discord server and say it yourself. We're waiting for you. Just join that little link in the description. Now, remember, like, comment, subscribe, do all that, you know, YouTube crap that you gotta do. I will see you guys later.